Imagine the moment you decide to stop waiting. The moment you choose to build your future instead of borrowing it. That single decision is the first brick of every business, from a simple side hustle to a global company. Today, I want to guide you on a clear, practical path. A path that shows you how to start a business that actually pays you. A path filled with real founder stories and lessons backed by recent research, so you don't repeat the mistakes others already solved. By the end of this episode, you'll have a simple map: how to go from idea to your first customers to reliable income.
Rule number 1, treat your first business like an experiment. Not a permanent identity, not a life sentence, just a test. Many successful founders and a lot of recent entrepreneurship research point to this same idea. Small bets, quick feedback, constant learning. Most businesses don't fail because the idea is bad. They fail because the idea never met real customers. Think about the early days of Airbnb. The founders didn't start with a big, polished plan. They literally inflated an air mattress in their living room during a conference just to see if anyone would pay to sleep there. That tiny test taught them everything. People wanted trust. They wanted real photos. They wanted simplicity. That's it. A small experiment that turned into a global platform. Research supports this. Startups that test early, adjust quickly, and validate with real people dramatically increase their odds of survival. The message is simple. Test before you build. Learn before you scale. You don't need a revolutionary idea. You need a real problem. Start by naming one specific person. Not people, not everyone. One human being with a problem they feel every week. Ask yourself 3 questions. 1. Do they notice the problem? 2. Would they pay for a solution? 3. Can you deliver that solution affordably enough to make a profit? If you can't answer those, the idea is not ready. Right now, imagine your ideal customer. Give them a name, an age, a small description of their life. That is your starting point. Don't expand beyond them until they pay you. Sarah Blakely, the founder of Spanx, did exactly this. She didn't try to solve the world's fashion issues. She focused on one simple discomfort many women felt, and she created a product that made them feel confident and comfortable. One small problem, one clear customer, and a billion-dollar company followed. Research consistently shows something important. The number one reason most startups fail is no market need. In other words, they build something nobody actually wants. Validation protects you from that. It's not about being right. It's about finding out quickly when you're wrong. A great idea without revenue is a hobby. A business needs a way to get paid, clearly, simply, and fast. Choose a business model early. Don't wait. For new founders, simple models work best. A service, a digital product, a subscription, a training offer, something that doesn't need big money to start. Keep your pricing simple too. One product, one price. No fancy tiers, no hidden plans. A friend of mine launched a bookkeeping service with nothing more than a one-page website, one clear monthly price, and a scheduling link. He started with 10 clients, refined his service through their feedback, and within 6 months, he had replaced his full-time salary. Not because the idea was incredible, but because the model was simple and direct. Recent small business research shows that most successful businesses start this way: lean, low cost, and focused on revenue first. Employees come later, funding comes later, but cash flow, even small, comes first. Let's be honest. You probably don't need outside funding. Not at the beginning. Funding can help you grow faster, but it also comes with pressure, expectations, and sometimes loss of control. Use a simple rule. If real customers are already paying and your margins make sense, you can grow through revenue, not investors. If you need tools or inventory, start small. Microloans, small lines of credit, or even partnerships often work better than chasing big investors too early. Ask yourself one question before taking money. Will this funding buy me time to validate more customers, or will it force me to grow before I'm ready? A lot of startups raise money too fast. Then they face pressure to scale and discover too late that they don't really know their customer. Meanwhile, businesses that grow slowly, steadily, and profitably often survive longer and eventually raise money from a position of strength. Venture reports for 2024 and 2025 show a clear trend. Investors want proof first. Real users, real revenue, real traction. If you can show those, the path is yours to choose.
Resilience is not about never giving up. It's about having structure. Create a simple routine, a 90-day plan. 2 numbers to track each week, one leading indicator like signups or calls, and one lagging indicator like revenue. Every 90 days, review everything. If the results are poor, don't quit the whole idea. Change the experiment. Most founders fail not because they're weak, but because they chase the wrong signals. Some ignore distribution. They build a product but have no way to reach people. Some overbuild features before confirming anyone wants them. Others hire too fast instead of outsourcing cheaply. One founder I worked with kept adding new features because she loved the product. Her customers, however, were overwhelmed. She finally talked directly to 5 paying clients, and the answer was clear. Simplify the interface, reduce the pricing tiers, clarify the messaging. Within a month, revenue went up. The problem wasn't the idea, it was the noise. Global entrepreneurship studies highlight something powerful. Fear of failure stops millions of people from starting, but structured testing turns fear into data, and data is confidence.
Before we finish, here are your next 3 steps. Simple, actionable, proven. Step 1. Choose one specific customer and one specific problem. Write them down. Step 2. Create the smallest, simplest version of your solution. A prototype, a sample, a landing page. Anything real. Step 3. Talk to 3 real people who match your customer. Explain the problem, explain your solution, and ask them if they would pay. If you do just that, you will be further ahead than 95% of people who say they want to start a business but never test anything. Your business won't grow because you thought about it. It will grow because you acted on it. Building your path is not easy, but it is possible. And you don't need magic. You need one small experiment, one brave conversation, and one paying customer. Your journey to financial freedom begins when you decide to start. And right now, you have everything you need. Thank you for listening to Deep Dollar Stories, where real stories meet practical steps. I'll see you in the next episode.